Events today jeopardized diplomatic efforts when North Korean armor encountered a so-called self-healing minefield while attempting to withdraw from the area.
North Korean forces were adequately cautioned that self-healing minefields along the DMZ should not be considered cleared obstacles. We're back at the brink of war, and now we find out it is the Japanese?
The Japanese are allies.
I don't care if they're the Christmas elves. They sank the Walsh.
We don't know that their government was involved.
We know Admiral Otomo was involved, and we know where the gentleman is. We have to go in now, immediately.
The fact is, we don't know how far the conspiracy goes. If Otomo's actions are sanctioned by the Japanese government, then the only solution is military. But if he's acting alone...
Your man again?
He's already in position.
Send him in.
The State Department has lost contact with all of the U.S. officers who work at the Kokubo Sosho with the Japanese Self-Defense Force. It looks like the SDF have taken them prisoner, and they're refusing to answer our calls. In typical fashion, the Japanese are circling their wagons. Either they're afraid to admit they've lost control of Otomo, or they're actually sanctioning him. If that's the case, we'll have to come clean with North Korea, which will spark a massive war in Asia. If not, we need to find out what our officers know, and figure out what to do about Otomo before North Korea finds out what's going on.
Sam, even if the Japanese government is not sanctioning him, Otomo still clearly has the capacity to strike. If he's still in control of the information arm of the SDF, you'll need to deal with him very carefully. There's no telling what kind of havoc he could unleash.
Last contact we had with any U.S. personnel in the Kokubo Sosho was a fragment of a phone call from Major Harper, a logistics advisor to GSDF. From the sounds of the call, the room he was in was raided by Japanese troops and he was taken prisoner. It doesn't sound like anyone has been killed, and if there's any hope of maintaining peaceful relations with the Japanese, you're going to have to keep it that way.
Fisher, I can't stress this enough. If one Japanese soldier dies, we risk World War III. Any fatalities and I abort the mission immediately.
I understand.
Locate our officers and find out what the hell is going on there.
I'll find them. Nice building.
Who?
I'm gonna suggest they hire your designer to do some work on the Pentagon.
What do you want?
A news update. What's happening here tonight?
I know nothing.
You probably know more than you think. Just talk.
Some men have been moved around, guarding inside. captain was here earlier getting volunteers. Not sure what for. I should have stayed home. Working? Are you kidding? This job is a joke.
What are you talking about? We're here to defend.
Defend the Kokubo Social? Right. That's like defending the CIA building or something.
What do you mean?
Well, it's not like anybody would be crazy enough to bust in here. This is the easiest job in the world.
Mr. Janpei, report to receiving. Mr. Janpei to receiving.
You stay in this room and keep quiet.
We didn't see anything.
Keep it up. That? I have orders enough. But I have orders enough to let you escape. Let's not find out which order is more important.
We're not soldiers. We're just desk jockeys. We're perfectly comfortable here.
Why are you
And
holding
no
these
going to
men?
the bathroom.
Fine.
Answer the question.
Those are my orders.
Whose orders?
The general.
General. Don't you mean Admiral?
What do you mean?
Your orders? Do they come from Admiral Tomo or not?
No.
All right, guys, what's going on here?
Thank God. An American. Ready to go when you are.
Slow down, I'm not your babysitter. Tell me what you know and maybe somebody will come get you later.
Well, SDF rounded up all the U.S. personnel and locked us up. We saw some generals and ministers being brought in earlier.
Where did they go?
Into the war room in the sub-level.
The doors to the lower levels are sealed.
The captain was just up here looking for combat-ready volunteers to go down there. See, the doors are open now.
Thanks for the tip.
Sam, we need to record everything that happened in that meeting so we can present it to the Joint Chiefs.
We'll speed things up if it doesn't mean you're some threat.
Forget it, Fisher. Until we know who the enemy is, there is no answer. No enemy means no kills. Deal.
to shred unnecessary hard copies of all documents prior to incineration.
Like him. Really? See? It made him stupid. Mamu?
Fisher, from the looks of it, these guards are LTL equipped.
Less than lethal. Why?
There's only one reason I can think of that they'd issue them to combat troops. They'll want to interrogate anyone they catch.
Well, I'm not the talkative type. Nice toy. What kind of ammo does it use?
How about you let me go, and I'll show you?
Don't get smart.
Okay. It's some kind of shock round. Electric.
Interesting. You have any extra?
It's not like you can shake me and make my ammo fall on the floor to pick up.
You're awfully flippant for someone with a knife to his throat.
All right. I think they keep some extras in the storeroom. Please don't kill me. You said yourself, I'm smart.
All personnel are reminded to shred unnecessary hard copies of all documents prior to incineration.
Starting identification. Identification completed.
A pair of spectacles was found in the 4th floor men's washroom. You may retrieve them from the front security desk.
Gimme. Come on.
was that?
Tight security you have down here.
Not tight enough, apparently.
Tell me something that'll help me get around down here more easily.
Okay. We recently set up some IR cameras.
Is that so? Anything else?
I am not sure what kind of security they may have down in the lower sublevels, though.
Just as we suspected.
That's a copy of the orders for the strike team sent to the bathhouse.
Yeah. Kaneda was working directly for Otomo. It confirms Otomo's involvement with Shetland in the mass-enabled attacks. But we still need to discover if his actions are sanctioned by the government. Fisher, GPS shows you're nearing the war room. Intelligence says it's a Tempest-hardened cube. The only way you'll be able to record what's going on in there is to find some way inside.
Tempest hardening might keep out electronic intruders, but I'm betting the room isn't airtight.
Probably not.
I told them to get the 2800 series camera. These ones are crap. Nothing here but ghosts and
Sam, I've got some
shadows.
details on the building's infrastructure. This vent should come out directly over the war room.
I'll try and laser mic the meeting from there.
Good. We'll let you know when we have enough to make the Joint Chiefs happy.
What is he thinking? No alternative. Die first, I'm sure.
Sir, here's Admiral Otomo.
Admiral, what the meaning of this?
You will repeal the post-war constitution. You will order the immediate remilitarization of Japan and return control of our nation to the rule of the Emperor. The United States will support this act politically and militarily to release themselves from further financial and military obligations, thereby concluding our relationship in Asia.
This is impossible. Even if we repeal the Constitution, the Emperor would never...
The Emperor will do what the military tells him! I am not an unreasonable man. These efforts will take time. I have faith in your honor and prudence. So I give you 96 hours.
96? The people will never allow it.
If in 4 days these demands are not met, I will initiate the launch of a North Korean ballistic missile and sacrifice a Japanese city of my choosing. Regrettably, this will kill millions, but it will steal the will of the people if your appeals cannot. For the sake of your honor, and for the sake of Japan, I plead with you, do not force my hand in this matter.
That's it. He caught the signal. My God.
Good God, Fisher. That confirms it. Otomo has been manipulating the Japanese government the entire time.
At least they're not sanctioning his actions. What's the next step? How do we stop Otomo?
If we're lucky, we might not have to.
What do you mean?
Grim?
I'm worried about that general, Fisher. He's been awfully quiet working on his laptop. Access it from here. Let's see what he's planning.
Will do.
My God. We are doomed. We cannot do that. We cannot tell the Americans. He cannot fail. He has lost his mind.
Ronan in position, waiting for the word.
Ronan, you are gold. I'll repeat, you are gold.
Affirmative. Open it. Code's been changed. Hot, fast. Come on, open the door. Just about. Got it. Back up. We can clear. Go. Clear, clear, clear. We're in the tube. Watch your fire in there, Roland. Affirmative. Form up. Keep it tight. Watch your angles.
Ronin! Ronin! Come in, Ronin! Oh, come in! Ronin! Up! Ronin is locked. We're done! The Admiral again, sir. Admiral, we...
Fool! You waste your time to scheme like a dog. If you are unable to act honorably, then I will force you to act. You will not be able to deny the demands of the people after North Korea destroys one of our cities. You will know which one when it is annihilated.
My God. We are doomed. We cannot do that. We cannot tell the Americans. It cannot fail. He has lost his mind.
Good Lord. Otomo is going to launch a North Korean missile at his own country.
What's the time frame?
Could be hours, could be minutes. Get down there and destroy his servers.
What about extraction?
If you can't take out those servers before Otomo forces a launch, there won't be any reason to extract.
And if I do take out the servers?
We'll make that part up as we go.
That's half a plan if I've ever heard one.
Just got off the horn with the Joint Chiefs. I'm lifting the non-lethal mission parameter. Fifth freedom with everyone except Otomo.
You're kidding me.
We need to capture him alive. His profile is pretty clear. He won't lie to a war crimes tribunal in the face of the evidence. It would offend his sense of honor.
You need him to take responsibility so the rest of Japan is off the hook with North Korea.
Exactly. If Otomo dies, we're right back at square one. Bring him in breathing. Fisher, North Korea just contacted NORAD and the President. They report that they've lost control of a launch facility. They can't abort and they're not sure that they can destroy the missile on time.
How long?
They say 3 minutes until it's away.
I think I can reach the server in time.
Hurry up!
Just to see something?
Good thinking, Fisher.
Any line on what's going on in this place can only help.
Absolutely. They say 60 seconds until it's away. Thank God, Fisher. That aborted the launch.
Yeah, but I think it woke up the neighbors.
Get through them, Fisher. Then bring in Otomo alive.
My pleasure.
What have you done, American?
Give it up, Admiral. It's over.
You think that I will surrender to you? You think that I will allow your people to strip me of my dignity? Throw me in chains? No, I think not. My people have endured your charming oppression for more than 60 years.
You say tomato.
Americans, always turning to their jokes when their hearts are full of fear. And you should be afraid. I may be defeated, but I am a man, and ideas are stronger than men. You may even prevent this war, American, but the dragon has awoken, and he will not be so easily sedated this time.
Now what?
I think someone is taking himself a bit too seriously.
We can't afford to let him die, Fisher. Get in there and stabilize him. Fast. Good work, Fisher. He's stable, but we still have to get him out of there. You're going to have to blast your way out.
We're over 100 feet underwater.
You're not pressurized, Fisher. It will be a shock, but you won't get the bends.
Next time, you're going on the mission and I'm making up the crazy plan.
Admiral Otomo, former head of the Japanese Information Self-Defense Force, made a surprise confession today on the witness stand at the Hague War Crimes trial. Otomo openly admitted conspiring to instigate war between the Koreas and the United States, claiming that In other news, China's ambassador to the United States, Long Dan, received the Nobel Peace Prize today for his efforts in defusing the Korean conflict. President Bowers today addressed the nation following the crisis that brought us to the brink of war.
Finally, I want to take a moment to thank those unsung heroes in the intelligence community who may very well have saved our nation and the world from certain disasters.
Thank you, Mr. President.
The boss seems happy. How about that raise?
They're cutting us back. You'll have to settle for a vacation.
Yeah, right.